Today I wanted to talk about the lunging movement, and I think it's a great movement actually, but I haven't experienced with it that much, to be fair. So it started last week actually, that me and my class at the fire academy, we had this group workout, and one of the movements were lunges, and I were weak in them, really weak. Or maybe weak isn't the right word actually. I was unsure, and uh, they felt awkward. My balance was off, and I didn't really know which muscles to fire. It was weird. Usually, I feel pretty confident in a lot of at least the strength-based movement now. I've experienced a lot of things, and I'm pretty well trained in the strength aspect of most movement. But that felt really strange to me. So I got intrigued, because the thing is that everybody knows that lunges trains quads and lunges trains glutes, but the glute is a big, or three big muscles, and it's a bit complex. So I thought it's trained the glute maximus, same as the deadlift would. Maybe not in the exact same way, but at least the same muscle. But it really hit the glute med, and that actually makes a lot of sense, because the glute med is used a lot in stabilizing yourself on one leg. And what's the lunge? Lunge. It's basically just a balancing act on one leg. And yeah, I think I might be weak in that for the same reason that I had hip pain, actually. I haven't talked a lot about my hip pain experience, but basically snapped my back while doing a squat, got really bad hip pain, and that dealt with it for maybe 8 months. Then I started running, and boom, fixed. So what's running, and what does it has in common with the lunges? So you all know what running is. You basically are jumping on one leg at a time, and same thing with the lunges, one leg. So I think they have some similarities, and as the running trained something in me that made my hip pain go away, meaning that it fixed an imbalance. Pain is pretty much always a sign of imbalance, at least in the muscular sense. So I had hip pain, got fixed, but I'm probably still weak in that part or area of my body, and I think the lunges address that. So the plan now is basically I'm going to do at least some lunges on a regular basis. I think, oh gosh, it was a long time since I did the Murph actually, because real life stuff came in the way, but I think still maybe the Murph once a week, and then I have some other workouts, and in those rest workouts I would do the lunges, because I'm doing a crap ton of squats from the Murph, but I want to do something else, because the squat is great, it's amazing, but it doesn't fix everything. And I know that you can't really do one thing, because I have watched a lot of Ivan Duric, and he's the squat everyday guy, and he loves the squats, and even he came to the conclusion that you need to do something else. He walked into the squat everyday training style thinking that the squat would solve everything, but he landed in hip pain. So you need to do other stuff as well, and yeah, the lunge seems great for my legs and my balance, especially if that theory is right, that hip pain was caused by a weakness somewhere. Running fixed that, but the lunges can bring it to the next level, and make my hip even more stable. Also, they are a great conditioning tool. You can, yeah, as I said, I'm pretty bad at them, so I did sets of 40. Yeah, I can't speak. Yeah, 3 sets of 40. But if you're good, you can just keep going with them. I could easily see myself doing sets of 100 in lunges in a few weeks if I drill them regularly. And actually, when I played ice hockey, this was a pretty common exercise that we did in the off season. We had this really steep hill that we did lunges up for, and yeah, that was brutal, but I think it was great. So might do that. I have some soft plans of maybe when if I'm conditioned enough on strapping on the pulse band and just keep doing lunges as far as I can go, and maybe do like 500 meters or a kilometer even, and time myself. I think that will be a pretty fun workout. So you can, yeah, get the pulse up, heart rate up, get it going, try to do it as fast as possible, but still be restricted by the lunging movement. So the takeaway, the lunges hit something that I was weak in, and I think that's the same thing that caused my hip pain, and hip pain is bad, so therefore I should do the lunges. That's the takeaway from this video. So if you watch me ramble here, then thank you, and have a great time. Bye.